What's up, everybody? Back with another video. What's good, Purple? Been a minute since I've been doing, well, not a long time for me for doing a stream. Shout out to all you guys. I've been wanting to do a stream, but just been a little busy, or the energy shifts. So again, rest in our souls. My brother Outlaw X, the Outlaw X, y'all know him. He's always in the chat. Usually the first one to drop in. In case y'all haven't known, he passed away. So kind of dedicate this stream to the Outlaw X, and maybe somebody go put this stream, the link on his Twitter page, because his family or his son, I guess, checks out his page. But a good brother, always around. It kind of like, stuff like that kind of like bothers me a little bit. Not bothers me, but like, makes you realize, how it just brings you back, to reality on how in the moment we truly live. We come to this earth in a moment and we leave in a moment, so we should be living in the moment. And that's why I titled this video, The Hourglass, you know what I mean? And that's where if you like me and like to study and break down words, I like to break shit down in simplest form. I've always been like that. I like to get to the easiest, out of fuck all the talking and all the extra shit. Let's go down to the simplest form. And that's why I like etymology so much, because Our, H-O-U-R, comes from the word hour, which is, we, first person, that or those belonging to us. You put an H on it, and that's how they get ours, because they're telling you, it's only us, and we're living in a moment of time. And man has broken that down, and created a structure of time, for a world that ain't even natural, I mean, the universe don't know nothing about an hour. Nature doesn't know what hour it is. It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Nature don't know what time it is. The clock is above, We were given a natural clock, and man created time and gave us time, all right? Because man wants to be God. Whatever entity this is wants to be God, wants to play God, all right? And those goes to the, what is it called? Kanakio hours or some shit, It comes from Canon Akio, right? And they split it into, 1/12 of a day. There goes traffic enforcement unit. Fucking with people. Pieces of shit. That's the part of the, maybe not the officer himself, but that faction of police. I mean, the car ain't got no plates on it, but, they got a right, that's a whole, I don't want to get into that, but anyways. So, what's good, Cincinnati Jack, hard hitting, what's good, Melissa, Groveland, Gertz, Blue Eyes, Colin, Gematria Vision, J-Rick, shout out to all you guys. So, again, man, kind of dedicate this to, the Outlaw X. I mean, I think he died of a heart attack, and, pretty sad, man, because I look at you guys and all of us like family, and it only increased when we come together, you know what I'm saying? And I never met the Outlaw X, but at the way he used to be around the community, you can tell that's a good dude, man. And it's pretty sad, man. It's pretty sad when a brother, falls. So that's why it's important to, and during this time we gotta realize and take care of our vehicle. As our spirit grows, our vehicle is the average vehicle, which is the human body right now at this point in time, is a physical one that we have outgrown. I mean, think about it. We've outgrown up, and we got to go to a higher vibe, not the new age vibration shit, all that fucking stupid shit. No, what I'm talking about is we got to level up, man. We got to vibrate higher, meaning we got to change the way our body works. We got to put high vibe food in our body, meaning we obtain more information. So guess what, guys? We got to put more information in our body. What is information? Food is information. When you look at food, the breakdown of food, it's information for your body, because your body is an organic computer. So that vehicle needs updated new information. So we've been eating bullshit for so many years. As our mind grows, we got to change our body, man, because we can have this understanding, but yet our body be on a physical level of everybody else. That's one thing. We can't know all this stuff and ignore our vehicle, because then we go, what we're actually doing is we're subconsciously telling our body, all right, that know all this, but we're going against what we know, that's going to affect your body. The information isn't going to process right. So if we know all this and we go to McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and all that shit, what you think going to happen? All right, your body is going to react. You know, I mean, this just is what it is, man. This goes into epigenetics and studying, you know, cells and your DNA, you know, ACTs and Gs and all that shit. You know, this goes deep, man. And this is, I was saying, you know, whatever, last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how we got to start looking things through a spiritual lens. We know this is spiritual warfare. We know we're in a different understanding. We know we're not like the rest of the people. So we got to take our bodies up to our minds. All right. However you do it, you know, level your body up, you know. Therefore, the shit they throw at us, we don't need to worry about. We don't need to worry about starvation. We don't need to worry about if our fucking cooking oil ain't coming. We don't need to worry about if our meat and fish and all that shit ain't being caught and raped and captured and slaughtered to come to us if we stop eating this shit. It's okay to eat. If you eat it, you eat it, but you got to realize where we coming. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself into, you know, and then there's people that'll say, oh, well, you know, this is the worst, and I destroy these people. The natural eating is that's what they want. They want to push vegan and they want to push that as an agenda. You know, you guys, you got to see what reality we're in. They realize that we're starting to understand certain different things. Therefore, right, they want to control that part of our life as well. They know that people come into a better understanding, they're going to change up the way they eat. So how do they got to market towards it. They want to create a market. They want to create GMO. They want to further control you and trap you. So it is an agenda, but it's not an agenda to make you go that way. They know your mind is turning that way, so they need to control that. It's not what you think. See, people get so caught up into this and that, and they just want to have an excuse to keep doing what they're doing. You got to get away from that, because the shit that people are eating is information that has been tortured, that has been destroyed, that has been pumped with chemicals, that has been just living the most fucked upest conditions ever. That information goes to you. That energy goes to you. All right. So when you're eating Chick-fil-A and all that shit, whatever them animals went through, that shit's going to you. That's a fact. That shit is transferring over to your body. And then you wonder why the world is in the state it's in. You know, I upload those videos from my own community in Rochester, all around the country, you know, because this is the state of mind of the beings that are around us. It's getting worse. This is the mind state of the people, the majority. You know, it was murders, crazy shit in Rochester over the weekend. That's a state of mind. You know, no police, I don't give a fuck what you put out here. It ain't gonna stop that. You know, it's a state of mind, guys. You know, it's a state of mind. And, you know, it just is what it is. That information goes to you, you know, and that's bad information, you know. And, you know, you just learn these things. That's why we got to level up, man, level up our bodies with our minds. We can't have this understanding and be out of shape, overweight, sloppy, going to McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and all that shit. We can't do it, guys. We just can't, because you're doing a disservice to your own creation. You know, we gotta level up, man, because time is ticking. You know, whatever that is, we know, we all feel it. We're coming to a point. You know, we're coming to some type of point, and we gotta be on a certain level, man. You know, we gotta be on a certain level. And I'm not saying that nobody's better than anybody, but it just is what it is, man. And going back to the Outlaw X and other people, you know, heart attacks, heart issues. When we hold this understanding, it comes with a lot of stress. You know, we deal with a lot of stress because we see things that people can't see, and we bear the brunt of that on ourselves. I always always said that we carry the weight of humanity's ignorance on our shoulders because we are out here trying to wake people the fuck up, and they can't see it. And that weight is on all of us, that cloud, that heaviness, that shit. We walk around like, how the fuck, oh my God, like how do these people, how do they not know? Oh my God, we bear that brunt, you know? So we have to, inside of us, create a balance because that shit affects us. That shit affects me, you know, all this crazy shit. You know, it affects all of us. We get tired, fatigued, you know, discouraged, frustrated, angry, whatever you want to call it. You know, this is why a lot of people who wake up turn to abusing, you know, alcohol, drugs, whatever their escape is, you know. They turn to escapism, you know. So it's important that we get our bodies, you know, up there with our minds. And then you're not going to worry about certain shit, you know. We understand what goes inside of our body. You know, we know, okay, I'm going to put this in. Ain't going to fuck me up a little bit. So, you know, I got to prepare for that. Or this is going on. You know what I mean? You got to operate like when you learn, when you wake up, you learn to not have shit in your mind. You learn to not suggest certain things in your mind. You learn not to be around certain people, certain things. You know, turn off the television. Don't listen to this kind of music because we know it affects us. It affects our being. We're in a matrix, guys. We're in a place where we don't even fucking belong. You know, when you wake up, we don't belong here. How the fuck we belong here? We're against everything about this place. You know what I mean? We don't belong here. We ain't from here. You know? You know, it's my belief that we're not even from here. We're here to create a change, a ripple effect. You know, there's a reason why we are what we are in the time we are, you know? And there's a reason why we went through stuff in our life to bring us to this point. Because when we time travel back in our minds, we can see, okay, well, this is why I went through this. This is why that happened. It was to bring me to this place. Because everything that happens to you is to bring you to a different place. Whether it's family, friends, relationships, kids, situations, job, whatever it is in this matrix, is to bring you to a certain point, to bring you to an understanding, to wake you the fuck up. You know? It just is what it is. And this is why we gotta change our bodies. Because we can clearly see they're trying to destroy it. You know, look at all over the place, there's these cell phones they're giving out free. These people got something planned, man. And they need to be in touch with every human being through these devices. All right, they got some shit planned. We know they got something planned. All right? They made it clear that they're going forward, full blown. Look, they're setting up another one right here. Look at this shit, guys. Another one. They're giving out free cell phones in the hood. You don't see this in the burbs anywhere. Only in the city. You know? Everywhere in the city, they're giving away these free cell phones here in Rochester, New York. You know? Fuck free food, you know, vouchers, you know, look, you know, something that benefits them. A fucking phone. All right? And that's a whole nother ball game is these devices that we got to be careful of. You know, that's why I don't have certain shit on my phone. That's why when I go on Facebook for something, you know, that shit is designed to catch you. Even YouTube does it now. They want to catch you with these shorts that they suggest, you know, and then you look at them and you're like, fuck. And then they keep suggesting the shit to try to draw you in and away from people like us, away from whatever you searching for, whatever they want you to suggest to you about the world, you know? I like basketball, so shit, I click on some basketball shit, watching people, you know, dunking and shit like that, you know, because that's what I like. And now I got all this shit in my feed about basketball and dunking and Michael Jordan and shit like that, all these new young viral dunkers and shit. You know, we got to be careful of, you know, what if I would have clicked on some lady shaking her ass? I'd have ass videos all day. And when I go on there, I'd be clicking ass videos. Oh, damn, look at her. Oh, damn, look at her. Oh, shit, look at this one. Oh, wow. Next thing you know, you scrolled all day. Now you're lusting for a fucking woman. You know, we got to be careful on what we do because this shit will start suggesting shit to you. You know? to keep you away from what you originally was doing. There's a lot of things that we got to protect ourselves from in this matrix, and it's only getting worse. Every day that goes by, it gets worse and worse and worse. You know, that's why it goes back to the physical body. We have to bring our body into our spirit. Whatever energy we embody, we got to take our body up to that level. You know, be able to handle what's coming, man. You know, you got to be built for this shit. You know, and you got to clear the toxins out of your body. You know, we're going into the winter again. It's August 20th. August is for me has always been the shortest month. It goes by. July is long, but August is like 2 weeks. Done, finished. It's already August 20th. It seemed like it was just August 1st. It seemed like it was just the 4th of July. And here we go. So it's a wrap. You know, shit's gonna start changing, getting cooler up north, you know. And we gotta prepare our bodies. Like, I'm gonna go on a detox. Extreme detox, lung detox, man. You know, my stomach's already pretty much clean, but a lung detox, because all the shit we done inhaled and breathed and shit, we gotta detox our bodies. Whatever shit you consumed all summer, you gotta, it's detox time, man, because our body's gonna cleanse, and we know they done poisoned us in more ways than one through this fucking air. All right, we know that's how they do it. Fuck what they talking. They told us back in that one movie, Toxic Skies. Watch that movie, man. Watch the movie Toxic Skies today, and you'll be like, holy shit. With Anne Heche, you know. Watch, and then I saw that happen. Enter the Stars was talking about it, and I'm like, shit. We all need to go back and watch that movie, because they spilled everything in that movie, you know. And I check out, even though Enter the Stars, you know, doesn't do any goddamn thing. I mean, everybody plays a role in information, you know, and lining up information. And man, did they lay out all out in that movie? Holy shit! So I've been checking out the clips from that movie, and I'm like, God damn, this is what's going on right now. You know, so back to your body. So you know, these planes and, you know, and then putting it in the jet fuel, you know. I've been talking about this shit for a long time, and even calling it out, you know, plenty of times. Like, yo, people about to get sick within the week or two, and then everybody's sick. You know, you can almost call this stuff out. And then, you know, the videos I posted where people in this area was pointing out exactly what I've been talking about since the beginning of this whole shambam Mr. 19 debacle. You know, to the T, like people in an entire area, you know, reporting this smell, and then people all of a sudden getting sick a week later. So we know, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, I know exactly what the fuck's happening, you know. So, like I said, man, we need to detoxify, get our bodies ready for this shit, you know, because they know there's a lot of us that ain't do what they wanted to do. So, all right, let me check out some comments real quick, because I'm gonna go on a tirade. What's good, your money? What herbs would you recommend for a lung detox? Well, see, this is another thing that I'm working on. I'm actually, shout out to Linda, we about to start doing, because I know a lot about Chinese herbs, in ancient Indian medicine, and I also know Native American herbs. So we're going to start putting together, you know, a bunch of formulas, and, you know, see where it goes. And if people want it, hey, you know, just hit me up, and we'll talk about, you know, how much it costs me, and if you want it, try it. You know, I'm gonna make something of it. This knowledge got to be put somewhere. People make books, people make products, and this and that. You know, I know I have a lot of knowledge on herbs. So with the three, from Native American to ancient Indian to ancient Chinese medicine, mix them all, and and I already do it. I've been doing it, but I just haven't really, I've just been giving it to people, and I've never got back. I always got back a holy shit or a wow, like what was that, or man, I feel great, or I haven't coughed the minute the first cup. I have coughed since, and it's power, man. It's really powerful and also changing your mind, changing your frequency is what you're doing. When you change your mind, you're changing the way your brain and your mind processes information. When you wake up, you now process information different. That TV no longer affects you. You know how people smoke so much weed or stuff for years that they don't get high no more. They got to go to something stronger. Well, what do you think the TV does? You processing all that information, they can't discern the truth if it hits them in the fucking face, because that's all they're being fed. So they can't process the new information. So now, what do you think? We wake up, we process new information. So your body does the same thing. So now that you process new information, you're still up here. Now you know all this stuff, and you're like, no, I don't fuck with that. I don't watch the TV. I don't believe in politics. Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. Well, now you have to do your body the same way. Put new information in your body. Start doing natural herbs. Start doing natural medicines. Instead of using, this for your stomach, Pepto-Bismol, well, use this natural plant for your stomach where they got Pepto-Bismol. Instead of using aspirin, all right? Use the shit they got the aspirin from. The herb smells like the aspirin, And that's what we got to do. We got to change our body by putting different information in it. And watch the information you put in your body's like, oh shit, wow. And we got years of toxifications, So we'll be detoxing for years. And, but it helps. It will, you will see like your body enhance, And also by doing more natural stuff, go out to nature, because now your energy field, as being in these boxes all this time, being in these square feet in this matrix where everything is built off of square footage, ain't nothing built with a curve and a circle, because they know that's how they keep you. They detain and capture your energy by keeping you in boxes and square feet. Your windows are square, your ceiling tiles are square, your floor tiles are square, your TVs are square, your cell phones are square, your computers are square. They're containing your fucking energy. Look at prison. It's a cell block. They even call it cells, because what they're doing is they're breaking down your field. You have a 360-degree radius of energy that resonates. So what do you think they do? They put a box around that shit. All right? And that distorts energy. That's why we live in square feet. If you look back in ancient times, they didn't have square footage. All right? They didn't live in square boxes. Look at the teepees. Look at the huts. Look at the pyramids. Look at all this shit, man. It's deep, man. It is so overwhelming. Truly waking up is understanding what your body does, because what's on the outside is on the inside. Also, as above, so below. When you look into your body, like, God damn, we're being manipulated and controlled by the technologies of our own fucking body. This is what is going on. And we got to come out them fucking boxes. And, it is what it is. They want to contain our energy. That field, that 360 radius that we got. And, got to get out. So while you're doing all this natural shit, get out of the boxes. Go into nature where there is no squares. Ain't no fucking squares in nature. Find a square in nature. You ain't going to find it. You're not going to find a square in nature. You're going to find, beautiful patterns, all kinds of shit. You ever see a square animal? Shit, this ain't no fucking Minecraft. You know? You don't see squares in nature. Nowhere. Some dumb fucks will say, oh, rock is a square. And they don't like, I don't even comment to stupid people like that. There's no squares. So, you know, so we gotta change our bodies, man, to match our state of mind. And when people struggle that are awake, it's because they're actually battling with themselves. It's because they're not progressing, you know, because when you're awake, you're always supposed to be progressing and stressing and creating a balance. Because when you progress, you stress because you realize, damn, shit, I gotta change this. You stress a little bit and you overcome it, you know. So there's gonna be up, they're gonna be down, but you gotta bring it back to a balance. You always look at your downs as something to learn from, you know. So it's deep, man. It really is deep. So again, man, you know, we lose a brother, and you know, we at war. You know, this is a war that's without weapons. They're breaking us down, you know, with throwing everything at us, shit that don't even make sense. They throw in our face, you know, because they like, oh fuck it, we don't get them by this, we gonna stress them out, tell them their world's being destroyed, you know, stress them out, you know, let's do this. You think they know? You think these people don't know people like us exist? You gotta remember, those that know, created censorship. Being censored before it was cool, before it was trendy, you know? We was being censored before people that bitch about being censored even started. You know, so that speaks volumes. I mean, think of all the damage we used to do, shutting comments down on fucking big ass at CNN and NBC, shutting comment sections down. I never forget that one video Truth Virus did where he was talking about the Freemasons in the area of Detroit, and went on their site, and then all of a sudden they manipulated the thumbs and shit on his video live, like literally crazy. I think it even came out to be 666, and then they was fucking with Truth Virus. Like, that shit was crazy. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that was crazy. And he was going hard on that lodge or whatever it was in Detroit, on that YouTube channel, and somehow these people manipulated it. It was crazy, you know. So you think they don't know about people like us? So they throw stories out just so we can grab the bone and run, keep us busy, you know. And I think that some of the stuff they do is for a grand scheme, you know, like they do the Trumpers. You know, they do the Trumpers. They you know, they use certain things to string us along. Oh, look, they'll fall for this. This will be a conspiracy theory. We'll make it just for them, you know. And later they come out and then clown us for believing it, you know. So it's crazy, guys. What's good, Bruce Lee's Philosophy, G. Cole, John Bryant, Spiritual Alchemy Meditation. So, yeah, so, you know, rest in love with all of us, that energy, brother, the Outlaw X, you know, and this is why another thing is we got to start meeting our brothers and sisters, man. You know, that's the only reason why I go to anything, is to meet my brothers and sisters, because we all lost our family members. So, I mean, it's 1 + 1 = 2. That's why if anybody can't make it, it's like, damn, you're going to walk out on your spirit family too? How awake are you? Or are you actually asleep? Or are you caught in that middle that they show us in the spiritual world, where people die and then they get caught in the middle, and they need to get brought to the light, or they get sent back to the darkness. And this shit is happening right here, real time. There's people that are awake that lost all their family, and they sitting in the middle, and they want to get with their brothers and sisters, but they're still in fear. Well, all these people are doing, they're stuck in the middle dimension of their own mind. They done woke up, killed and destroyed their old self, who they used to be, that was doing all the bullshit the world was doing. And they came into this new being. They came online, they found our spirit brothers and sisters, all right? Which is all of us, but they're stuck in that ground. And that's another thing that we're here to do, is to get those people. By us getting off of their third-party energy sucking, leeching platform that sucks people into being egomaniacs with their channels and shit, and it's all about them, and they don't want to help, and you know, they have their own factions of brothers and sisters, and we all rock out with the same energy any fucking way, you know, but they won't link up with their fellow brothers and sisters that have platforms, because this is how it's set up. These are false prophets, or you know, gatekeepers, all right, keeping people into compartments. You know, you'll have this group over here, this group over here, this group here, this group here. We're all fucking same fucking beings rocking out on the same light energy that realize this matrix is fucked up, and we all got to come together and do something about it. But this system, this energy knows and understands that, so they create these platforms, let people create their image, and they suck these light beings into those compartments, and guess what? You got them in another prison, and another prism. All right? We like in a diamond in all different angles, and we need to come together as one. We need to come out that fucking diamond. We need to be what created that diamond. We need to be the energy and the force that created that diamond, that impacted that rock. That's what they don't want us to be, because if we do come together, they cease to exist. You know? They cease to exist when we figure this shit out. And it's hard. And there's people stuck in the middle. There's people that are awake but actually are asleep and actually are stuck in another dimension. They're stuck in the middle. They're like fear of getting with their brothers and sisters, their new family, and then in the middle of leaving their old family. And they're like stuck in the middle, still playing in the world with no balance. I gotta get it. We're all here. We play in the world. I play in the world, but we got balance. I know that this is the world, and look, when an opportunity knocks, I leave it, and I never come back. I'll come back to visit the bitch, and that's just the way it is. We reverse it. Instead of playing in the matrix, now and living in the matrix, we live outside of it and just come see it, just like the fucking movies, you know? We outside of their shit. We living off the land. We getting our natural herbs, our natural foods, our natural waters. We ain't fucking with their shit. Fuck what comes out the sky. They could do all that. We getting the shit out the fucking earth. You know? Our drinking water's coming out the earth. So, and this is another thing why, you know, South America is so beautiful. Because if you know anything about Mexico, there's canoes everywhere. There's underground caves everywhere that are natural, that are feet deep. I actually looked at a property that had one on it. 100 feet underground is a swimming hole. You know, beautiful place. All right, people worried about the fallout. Shit, solar flare. Shit, you underground. The fuck you worried about a solar flare for? You know, you gotta think, guys. We don't know what the fuck's coming. We don't know what these people are doing. That's why we just gotta prepare. You know? And we on a different level. You know, our bodies contain shit that we've never been told, you know? That connects us to the spiritual realm, the higher understandings, the ability to observe the nature in a different form, you know? We all have that ability. So, I know I'm kind of like ranting and raving. I ain't reading the comments, but, you know, that's the way to this whole understanding is the earth plane. You know, our bodies are made up from this shit, so we got to go inside. You know, and it's important. You know, time's ticking, guys. You know, time's ticking, and who knows what this fall or death will bring. And I think they're ushering in death with the dying season, which is actually just the cleansing season. You know, it's turned into death season. It's when it gets cold. It's now death season. But in reality, it's just cleaning. That's what nature does. It cleanses itself, you know. It cleanses itself in these times. You know, that's why the trees leave. Nature does what it does. The bugs leave. The hibernation. You know, it's fucked up. Hibernation even has the word nation in it. You know? Ain't that some shit? So, I mean, it's just important, man, and that we got to look at things. We got to look at things from a spiritual understanding. Whatever your spiritual connection is, you got to look at it from that standpoint. You know, that's how we got to view things, from that lens. You know, so we look at shit from, a lot of us, and I still do it too sometimes, and I got to catch myself like, you know, I got to look at it from way on the outside, you know, because when you look at it from where we've been standing all this time, the answers we are looking for, we're not going to get. You know, we're too worried about, you know, it's like with the New York City thing. It's too much worry, and it just fucking get there. It's it. Just figure out a way to get there, and the rest will follow. Don't think too much, you know. If you want to be there, just picture yourself there. And if you really want to go what's in your heart, guess what's going to happen? It's going to open up the door. It gets in our way. You know, even that's in everyday life. When you think too much about something, it's going to get in your way. Just fuck it. Shit happen. That's it. You know, and just go with the flow. Or if you have something in mind, keep it there. And picture it, you know. Imagine. That's why I want to take our imagination away and take creativity away, because that's what creates. They want to be the creators, you know. If they take your imagination away and your creativity, then guess what you ain't doing? You ain't creating shit. You ain't imagining shit. Therefore, you ain't gonna be shit but a walking fucking zombie, a walking corpse. You know, and that's how they want it, man. That's how they want it. You know, they want it. You know, and that's how they want it, guys. You know, they want us to not think, not to imagine, because they know imagination is creation, because it comes from thought and then it comes into existence. So they don't want you thinking, because by you thinking is not good. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a lot of crazy things, man, and things, we're running out of time, man. You know, we're headed somewhere, you know, and they are moving, whether we want to look at it or not. They're moving with this shit. You know, it's kind of ironic. I went racing over the weekend, and there were Teslas there, and it's like, you know, what the fuck, man? You know, they should be banned, but they're not. And these cars are fast as shit, you know, because they're, you know, it's electric. You know, it's just instant power. You know, these cars are fast. Now these cars, you know, people put in 30 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars into these motors, and then here comes a Tesla. I think they should be banned, but this is besides the point. The point I'm making is these cars, you know, boom, gone, one. You know, no problem. They beat them. They just, I mean, you gotta literally have some serious power to beat these fucking cars. And you know, and it just goes to show you that they're rolling because ain't no cars at these dealerships. And I got a friend that owns a dealership, Dodge dealership. They're not making Hellcats no more. All right, they're going electric. You know, the electric Hellcats are going to come out in 2024. All right, so, and they're building electric dealerships and they're catering towards electric cars. So I've talked about this for years. When I seen it, when I read, I mean, I literally, Agenda 2021 has so much information attached to it. And when you know what the laws they were passing and shit like that, and you know the things they were doing, is they you know, they banned combustible gasoline and diesel engines years ago. You know, so automakers couldn't make them. That's why you've seen cars, you know, what they did is they banned the way they were being made. So car companies were dodging it for so many years. But this also is a pitch for, all right, this whole fucking climate change, this whole electric vehicle, this whole digital currency is just a new world order. We already know that. But how is this playing in a new world order? Well, if you really look at the laws that are being passed, the nations that are involved, you know, you got China with the Belt and Road Initiative. Well, what they're doing is they're promoting prosperity to nations, prosperity to country and their people for switching over to this technology, which is just a control technology. But it looks good because look at the world. Look what the United States done with this oil. Every country you know knows the United States steals oil. It's all about money. So if you eliminate oil, you take out a boogeyman that has been destroying and haunting the earth for so long. The only reason why America and these banker American countries have any interest in electric technology is because China and this Belt and Road Initiative is rolling with that technology. So the United States don't have nothing to do but to follow or, you know, or lose, you know, or lose a lot of money. And we know it's a lot about business. It's a lot about control. It's a lot about different things. But breaking it down, you start to see and understand why they're doing what they're doing. And, you know, with this electric car shit. Well, if you look at how countries are signing on to the Belt and Road Initiative, they're being sold digital currency to nations and leaders. They're being sold energy dependence. All right. Now, whether this is a new world order plan or what, or just the way that they're going is because, you know, they gotta, you know, stay up with business, whatever, whatever. But they're selling other countries energy independence, digital currency. Why digital currency? Anti-corruption. A lot of countries, because of cash, have a lot of corruption with drugs, with, you know, money laundering, with, you know, people not paying their share on unaccounted for taxes, shit like that. I mean, it just is what it is. So they're being sold a digital currency, oil independence or whatever, independent of oil. This is what's being sold. This is why nations are jumping on this. All right, it has nothing to do with climate change. That's just what they're creating because they're like, oh shit, we got to create this because these nations are rolling with this shit. So we got to catch up. You know, public infrastructure. All right. What else? Health, all this health shit. Well, what is Mr. 19? It's a big sales pitch. Well, who controlled it the best? China. So who you think they're running to? They're like, fuck it, we gonna sign on with China. This is why American came out with Build Back Better. And they scrapped that in July and came up with PG2. All right, the Pacific, Trans-Pacific, whatever agreement that they want to link all these nations. But guess what, guys? That's gonna fail. Because the United States don't have anything to back it up. And they don't have a track record of building nations. All right, to other nations. You'll never see CNN. This is what pisses me off about so-called truthers. They look at our American news and base everything off of that when these motherfuckers aren't even at world events, aren't even at world conferences, aren't even at real shit that they're doing. They hide this shit from the, all right? They hide it. They hide from American people. You know? I mean, it just is what it is. I'm gonna take a walk because it's hot as a bitch, and I'm gonna go down by the water. So, they hide this shit from the American people, guys. It just is what it is. So back to the whole Tesla thing, that I was getting at is with this technology. Um, they aren't making, I mean, it is what it is. But what are they gonna do to get us into that is the question. And then, like they were talking about a solar flare on Zach's stream last night, and I'm like, well, shit. I've been, reading up a lot about um, anti-solar flare technology, and it's like they're selling this shit as anti-solar flare. So why would they sell that? That, oh well, this is anti, solar flare. If in case there's ever a solar flare, this technology won't be affected, and they're selling that. Just Google it, anti-solar flare. You'll see, and you'll go down a rabbit hole. You'll be like, what the fuck is going on? So they're preparing us for something, guys. And, maybe this could have been the plan all along with their technology. Whatever is electronic that is old won't work anymore. Whether it's a shifting of poles or whether they learned how to shift the poles with CERN or whatever the fuck. Because we know it's all electromagnetism. All right, everything is electromagnetic. You're a human being, you're electromagnetic. People say, oh, we're light beings, we're electric beings. No, we're electromagnetic beings. You forgot about that part. So there's just a lot, man. It really is a lot. And, they got big plans. Like, I don't know what it is. We none of us know, but we got to prepare, man. You know? And, who knows? Maybe the shit that they're injecting in these people, are for that change, I don't know. You know what I mean? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but who knows? It's beautiful out here. The water is so calm. It was raining all night, much needed rain. But let me check some comments to all you guys. It was good. NH Guy, John Bryant, AV, Bruce Leaf's philosophy on hip hop. Chips are the mark of the beast. Don't take the chips. Good Blue Eyes, G Cole, Cuts, spiritual meditation. Yeah, we don't have to consent to anything. Anything they do is all going to be voluntary. It's just, can you handle what they got for us? You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to do shit. But just don't take their shit. Wherever we headed, wherever we going, we ain't got to do nothing but remain who we are. And we going to be all right. I mean, our bodies are amazing. We're built for death. Before your time come, you ain't gonna feel it. You ain't gonna know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your body's gonna prepare you for it. That DMT gonna take you right out. You're gonna be in a euphoria. You might enjoy that shit. You don't feel it. You don't feel it. So. Your body knows when it's gonna go. Instantaneously. It's pre-programmed. This is what it is. Thanks, G Cole. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's Lake Ontario. So, yeah. But, something's gonna happen, but we gonna be all right. These people, their days are numbered. I believe that too. AV. I believe that too. But we all here for a reason. Like I said, we gotta prepare, man, and get get right shits. We got to get righteous. So we got to get righteous and overcome fear. And one thing is uniting, man. We got to come together. We got to meet our brothers and sisters, man, our new families. And that's what people got to realize, man, you know, and that's why it's so hard, man, because it is a new family. And it's just the breaking apart of what was old and what you thought was family. In reality, it wasn't, because if everybody looks at where they at, you know, you lose everybody because you're not them. You're not like them. You're different. You know, you're different. And we were taught that, you know, blood is it. And reality is, you know, that's totally not it. You know, family is frequency. It's the frequency you're on. Because your family will screw you over faster than anybody. And everybody knows that, you know. So I always say, I'm going to say it again. Check your bed. You may be laying next to your adversary. Check your house. They might be in your house. Check your neighbors. They might be next to you. Check your towns, cities, villages, then state. Because guess what? We surrounded by them. You know, our adversaries. You know, people that are they're going to touch every single aspect of our reality to try to turn the switch for those people to either turn on or off. And most of them are going to turn off. If they ain't there yet, it's a good chance they ain't gonna never be there, you know? Very good chance. And guess who they're gonna come after? They're gonna blame you. You're going to be the blame for everything that happens to them because you already convict them automatically. So the fingers are gonna point to you. If you've been awake for a long time, you know you bring conviction everywhere you go. And when something happens, you're gonna be the one because you're the channel. All right, you're the one channeling that light energy. So guess what? Like a moth to a flame, you're always going to be singled out. And you know this, but that's why I'm always out and about. Because there could be a situation, and I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Why am I singled out? Out of all the fucking people here, I didn't do nothing that the next person did, but I'm singled out. It's because you have a certain energy, and you're going to be sniffed out real quick, you know? That happened to me, just recently again. What the hell was I doing? What were we doing? Where were we at? Oh, my kids over the weekend, they're at a racetrack. You know, everybody's riding reckless and, you know, with their four-wheelers and fucking motor bikes and everything, just all over the fucking place. Here my kids going riding their wheelie bikes and they're being singled out. Like, we're going to take your bikes. I was like, well, I wish they would take your bikes. Or we're going to tell you can't ride. So guess what happened? They came up. Their security came up to us where we was at and was like, yeah, you know, told him he can't ride. They don't want him riding. I'm like, wait, what? I'm literally talking to him and a fucking four-wheeler comes scream. Well, they were like, well, because, you know, there's a lot of cars going to the track, you know, you don't want to. I was like, I get it. But everybody's being cautious. Everybody's having fun. You know, I almost hit somebody on a fucking four-wheeler crossing me. People are riding all kinds of shit all over the place. And here they go, they're on bikes and they're like literally telling them, well, you know, they don't want them to get hurt, you know, the cars are coming. I'm like, are you curious? Are we looking at the same thing? I seen, what's the speed limit for these motor things? I seen one screaming mommy had to be doing about 50 miles an hour. You can't even drive your race car on these parts. You got to be just like putting along maybe 5 miles an hour, but I see all these motorbikes and shit flying all over the place. Well, you know, I know it. We're trying. And then here it goes. They're sitting there talking to me, and one comes ripping down. I said, look at this shit. How is that allowed? But he can't ride his bike? Well, you know, that's what we're being told. I kid you not. They didn't even go talk to anyone on a four-wheeler. It's like, what the fuck? And that's what I'm talking about. You're going to be in situations where you can't even understand you're just not following some type of rule or something. You know, and this happens to me a lot at places, you know, when there's a lot of people. You know, you get singled out, you know, for something. Or there'll be situations where people will just come up to you and they'll tell you, you'll be like, damn, wow. You know, you'll have good and bad experiences. And that lets you know what you carry and who you truly are, your character. Because a lot of times your character doesn't even have to speak. You can just be around and your character will speak for itself, you know? So you always know that these things judge you, these are here to judge you and to let you know what you're dealing with. So don't do what they want you to do. Goddamn bee. Shit. Be this damn juice. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Here I go, swat my damn bee away. I done swatted the last bit of my juice out. It's so peaceful out here. Oh, that sound is priceless. That sound is priceless. Our water's clear today. But yeah, I like being the crack shit. I love it. I embrace not being a part of their shit. You know what I mean? And even if you're involved in their shit, they could tell that you're different, you know? But finally a trash can. But again, man, shout out to you guys. Again, man, get your bodies right and line it with your mind best as you can. And because it's important. This is Lake Ontario. Durand, they call it Durand Beach. Durand Beach. So but yeah, man, get ready, get your bodies ready, man. I'll probably start detoxing in September sometime. And I'm gonna make videos about it. I'll make videos about it. And you know, people do all kinds of things. You know, they do fasting. I'm not a faster, never been attacked. I like to use, but a lot of people swear by it. Only time you fast is when your body tells you need to fast, and that's when you're sick. Other than that, your body needs information. Because when you don't eat, it's a fact. I mean, this is when you study your body and study nature. When you don't eat, your body is just taking information from the nutrients that's in your body. So, you know, shit like that. But the reality is what's happening. They ain't gonna tell you this, but what is actually happening is why you feel good. Because think about it, when you fast, when you're sick, you're not eating because your body is taking the nutrients and it's, look, don't send no more shit in my body. I'm gonna use what's in here. And because I've noticed people always talk about, oh, your body fasts when you're sick. Well, guess what? When you're feeling better, your body wants to consume more energy, which wants to eat more. So what that tells you is when your body is naturally fasting because it's sick, it's just taking the nutrients. Our bodies are so amazing. I mean, if we, for one, think these psychopaths let us know anything about our body or themselves know everything about our body, you'd be wrong. They do not know everything about the human body or the human mind. They don't. So, understanding that, you got to look at, you got to do the studies, use what's out there, and you got to put the shit together. But so when you're fasting, all right, when your body's sick, it fasts because it's taking nutrients that is in your body and using that to cure itself. It wants no more in. This is why some people get sick. They get really sick and they end up where? In the hospital. And what do they need? They need treatments. They need medication because their body can't do it. Hey, guess why? Ain't shit in there. There's no, it looking for nutrients. It ain't no fucking nutrients in there. So guess what it starts doing? It gets worse. Then it goes into its next layer of defense. All right? This is why people get hospitalized, and then they need all this artificial shit to make them better, to get their body, all right, they put this medicine, gets their body firing its stuff back up, and then they get better, and then, you know, they're out. They need help. Their body can't do it. So now you got to think about when you're healthy or you're trying to detox or whatever, and then you fast, your body is taking nutrients out of your body to what you call it. That's why people say, oh my God, I feel so good, so my energy. Well, it's taking that good shit that's stored in your body. That's why you feel good, you know, at the time. You feel good. Your brain's gonna start releasing this what, I forgot, what is it called? It starts releasing shit, I forgot what it's called. And it gives you that feeling of feeling good. But in reality is you're actually depleting what's stored up in your body. This is why I don't recommend fasting. I'm not a faster. I don't do that. Your body is supposed to be obtaining information. When you need to fast, your body gonna tell you, oh, I need to fast. All right, why stop something from prospering? I mean, you know, I see people that fast, they talk all that. You know, I see people that say, hey, I feel good, I feel good. I look at them like, your aura doesn't look. Muslims that they go through Ramadan, they be looking stressed the fuck out. You know, they look stressed out. See, I call fasting, you know, and a lot of other people have figured this out. Fasting by cutting off food and just doing fruit fast, or a juice fast, or a tea fast, or a water fast, something like that. You know, that's slightly different, but all of them but the water fast, damn, that lady is way out there in the water. But a water fast is actually doing the same thing as doing nothing at all. And it's your body taking its own nutrients out. And, you know, that's what your what you call it? Back out here. That's what your body's eating. Your body always got to eat, guys. There's no, you know, not eating. Your body always has to eat. All right? Because it always needs information. So when you fast, your body is taking information from other parts that's stored up in your body, you know. And how do you know that? Well, try to fast forever. You're gonna die. So after it takes that energy, then what? How long do you fast for? How long do you know? That's how you know that. Is it a theory, or is it your body's actually supposed to be fasting? Because nothing in nature is fasting. Even shit that hibernates, nothing in nature is fasting. Nothing's like, I'm not going to eat today. You look at nature, nothing fasts in nature. You don't see a fucking animal, gorilla, fasting. Well, the gorilla, he hasn't eaten in 2 weeks. He's fasting. No, nature don't do that. So you have to always look at nature, you know, and then look at, you know, reality. Study your body. It needs information. It needs energy. All right, it needs to turn certain things on, certain things to work. You're going to deplete something from somewhere else by fasting. So not eating nothing is no good in my book. Fasting is eating something else. All right, well, I eat Burger King, McDonald's every day. All right, well, why don't you fast? I'm not going to eat. No, just don't eat that no more. Eat fruit or eat vegetables. That's a fast. All right. A lot of people have, you know, their own interpretations of fasting and how they feel and this and that. You know, it's because, oh, I feel good when I fast. Well, it's because your body's not taking in any information, and it's getting information. It's stored up. Luckily for you, you stored up good information, good minerals, vitamins. So yeah, you're gonna last that little bit of time, you know, because how you destroy that theory is keep fast and see what happens. That'll let you know you're not supposed to do that. You know, it just is what it is. I mean, when you look at starvation and compare fasting and starvation, well, they're all the same fucking symptoms. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Your mind can change those symptoms by telling you you're doing something good and healthy. You know, it's a lot involved with it. You know, so these are just my opinions. People can do whatever they want, but you know, so. Hold on, guys. I gotta check something out real quick. See something. So yeah, guys. Like I said, let's get the bodies back into. I had a good luck with banana. Yeah, fruit fast is for me and a lot of other people. A fruit fast is the best fasting you could ever do, because a natural food to a human being is fruit. All right, hands down. I don't care what anybody says. You can create whatever scenario you want, but when you look at the human body, fruit is what the human body calls for. 100%, without a doubt, it's fruit. Also, fruit is the most non-researched fucking topic out there. You don't see research on fruit. You don't see the breakdown of the minerals, all the stuff that is in fruit. You don't see it. Why? They don't push that shit. You crazy? Why do you think they always were painting fruit baskets back in the day? You know what I mean? What do you think that's all about? You know, fruit is what the human body is supposed to be eating, you know? It just is what it is. In a tropical environment, the number one food source is fruit. 100%. You could live off fruit, and you are gonna be in a place where, man, only you could dream of. That's when I've had the most craziest touches with the other side I've ever had in my life, is when I'm on a fruit fast, and that's all I consume. Dreams are like, it ain't dream, it's a whole nother fucking reality. You walk through nature, you see and observe shit different. You start seeing layers of nature that you ain't ever seen before. You can feel shit, hear shit. It's a fucking amazing, man. It truly is amazing. You know, people talk about, getting high and you're taking shrooms. Just go on a fruit fast and go out there. You get, I never did shrooms, but you get an effect. Shit comes to you. There's no signs out there suggesting anything to your subconscious mind. None of that shit. Just straight. It's crazy. Fucking bird might land on you. Like, what the fuck? I mean, crazy shit. Deer come close to you. I literally have my hand before. It's crazy, man. Plus, when you're not a killer or a consumer of death, you'll see nature comes to you more. I've had many instances in my house where I'm like, well, how the hell did a bird nest get here, or a bee's nest? And I leave it. It's crazy how we've been told to hate nature, destroy shit, and a lot of us have natural medicines and don't even know it. I mean, look at dandelion. That is a fucking medicine. What do they tell us to do? Get round up and kill them. Like, come on, man. That don't even make sense. You pick them shits, make leaves, make tea, and you're healthy as a motherfucker. Literally, dandelion is a medicine, and they got fucking they got an actual weed killer just for that. Ain't that some shit? That gives you cancer. So they want you to kill something that's natural medicine with something that gives you fucking cancer. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. That's crazy. So, hold on. So like dandelion, it's called Taraxacum officinale, some shit. Can't even pronounce the shit. That's the real name of it, but they call it dandelion. All right, and they got us killing the shit that's growing in everybody's yard. Good shit. Pick it, natural, and this makes it so bad. You can go find it in the grocery store. They actually sell the leaves in the grocery store for salads. But we got the shit in our yard and kill it. That's crazy, man. They push flowers and landscaping instead of fucking fruits and vegetables. Like, wouldn't that be the most beautiful as landscaping? Is have your yard littered with fucking natural fruits and vegetables? No. You can't have that. You crazy? It's gonna cause pests. Come on, man. Go to the grocery store and buy it. That's how bad we're in bad shape, man. You know, they want us to climate change and live more self-sufficient, but won't let us live self-sufficient. Damn. They come on tomorrow and be like, look, we're tired of you conspiracy. Look, we'll give you a check to go anywhere you want on Earth. Just get the fuck out of here. Guess who's signing up? Me. I'm the first motherfucker signed up. I'm already on the way. Wait, you mean to tell me we can check out? We gonna be all right? Y'all ain't gonna come fuck with us or fly no planes over us and none of that shit? Nope. You guys can go live on your little land. All that shit y'all talking, just don't talk it no more. I'm gone. I'm see ya. I'll make one last video. This is y'all fair warning. They giving us one out. After that, they're going balls to the wall. I'm going over here, guys. See you later. Off grid, in nature, disconnected until I fucking go back to the creation. I'm there. Thank you, government. I appreciate you. You guys could have did that a long time ago. I'm sure it would have been nobody left. Just the fake ones. High Impact Flicks, let me stop. He'll still be selling t-shirts talking about what we need to do, but not do nothing. I'm just fucking around. But no, seriously, guys. We're in a bad situation. But like I said, man, it's cool. I mean, if you guys eat meat, eat meat. Just eat the cleanest as you can possibly get. You know? Just eat clean as you can possibly get. Like I said, it's not an agenda. People say, oh, it's an agenda. It's an agenda. They want you to be plant-based and agenda. No, motherfucker, they know you're coming into a different understanding and you don't want to kill, steal, and destroy. You want to replenish and rebuild. So guess what? You got to change your motherfucking ways. So they know people are coming to this. Therefore, they want to control it. And guess what? They want to put shit in it to hinder your thoughts and your consciousness and your understanding. That's all. That's the agenda. It ain't them pushing people to it. We're coming into that shit anyway. Because if you know when you wake the fuck up truly, you realize, damn, man, I can't kill my goddamn. You look at a cow, you like, it's your fucking family member. You look at a cow like a dog. You ain't gonna eat no fucking dog. I mean, it just is what it is. I used to destroy these carnivore communities. You know? One dude was a raw meat eater. And guess what? I think he died because I don't see him anywhere, no more. 3 years. I haven't seen him. Channel still up. No more videos. And as he progressed, talking about eating meat, raw fucking carnivore he was. I said, this motherfucker gonna die. Literally. Showing how he did it. He went to the grocery store, got farm raised shit, eating it raw, like pretending it was good. I'm like, that motherfucker, I can see him. I know when you study the human body, you study the human body. All right. I know a face cringe when I see it. I look at the eyes. I look at the face. I'm like, this motherfucker is not enjoying it. He's pretending he's enjoying it. The human body isn't even made to enjoy raw fucking meat. So without the element of fire, without the natural herbs, that meat tastes like shit. All right? And it's not designed for a human being. A human being is not designed for that without weapons. What is a human being designed for? Well, you've seen me walking plenty of times doing live streams and stumble upon fruits. All right? I walk right up, no weapon involved but my hand, and grab it, and my mind just goes in a whole nother stratosphere of how beautiful the color is, the taste, the texture, and put it in my mouth and eat it. Guess what, guys? Didn't take a weapon, didn't have to kill nobody. He was like, oh, well. And then you have the fucking idiots who say, oh, well, you're killing a plant because, you know, you're eating it and it's dying. Well, for one, it's already going through its life cycle, whether it's on the tree, on the ground, or in your fucking body. All right? Point blank period. And you don't, rule of thumb number one, you're not destroying the fucking, the thing that, the parent, you're not destroying the parent. You're taking what it gives. It's giving you something. It's not, ain't no animal, all right, here, this cow has a cow for you to take it and eat it. You can't recreate, you can't shit it and grow another cow. It don't work like that. I mean, I don't know how many people can't figure out that this is just the way. I mean, there's no way. I mean, you could manufacture your way any way you want, but when you get to the logic and the reasoning and look at it and break it down, you know the only thing that we're supposed to be consuming is a plant. All right? Which, when you break that down, is technically a fruit and not a vegetable. That's why they said every fruit-bearing seed. They switched it up and told you that a tomato wasn't fruit, that a cucumber wasn't fruit. All right? That seeded vegetables were vegetables. They're fruits. All right? That's what they're talking about. The vegetation is for the fucking animals. You know? And yes, we can find benefits and shit from the green vegetation, but those same things that are in these green vegetation are in the fruits. All right? Just like plantains. It's a fruit. You know how healthy the plantain leaf is? All right? Cherries, a cherry. You know how healthy wild cherry bark is? Oh my God. You know, and there's plenty of other fruit trees that the bark, all right, that you can shear some of the bark off that will grow back, gives you health benefits. You know, it just is what it is, guys. You know? So again, what is supposed to be going in your body is just what it is. Like I said, you can't eat a cow and shit and another cow will grow. All right? Therefore, you're not killing a plant. You take a piece of fruit, it's giving you that. The fruit is still alive. All right? When you eat it, it's still alive. When it's in your body going to take up all that beautiful information and energy and everything your body needs, and you're going to crap how we're really supposed to, not in a toilet. You're going to shit out in nature. The ants and shit are going to come, cover it up, and some shit going to start growing because you're supposed to eat the seeds. You're supposed to swallow the seeds. That's the cycle of life. That's the giving back aspect of life through humanity, is you take and you give back. You can't be a taker because that leads to destruction. That's a cancer, something that eats and eats and eats and doesn't give anything back. That's a cancer. How the fuck are you going to keep? You would take your family, all right, yeah, we're going to live on the farm and we're going to have 30 cows. All right, well, better have enough cows for family, because eventually your eating habits are going to outweigh this cattle. All right? So it just is what it is. You know, you don't eat the parent. You're not going to cut the whole fucking tree down for some apples. You know? You don't do that. You're not going to rip a plant out of the roots for whatever it bears. You don't do that. You take what it gives. And again, it's going to keep giving and you keep giving. It's a cycle of life. People don't understand that. I don't know how. You know, when you look at the facts, look at your human body. It's not built for fucking hunting. You're not gonna run up. You know, the early humans ain't gonna run up and fucking jump on a fucking animal and eat it. We need tools. We need traps. We need all kinds of shit just to get it. You know? So, again, you eat whatever you want nowadays, you know? But I believe that we lived a lot longer than they said we did. How the fuck they said, oh, the people back in the day, they didn't live that much, but I had grandmother lived 107, grandmother living 90. Shit, the people nowadays don't live long, you know? So, we in bad shape. So yeah, guys, it's just my take on what we consume. You know, just look at a human being, look at a baby can crawl right over to some fruit that got so ripe it dropped off the ground. And we all know the ripest fruit is always the sweetest. And your taste buds are built to just ruck up and lick some shit that and the colors are so beautiful to your eyes that you come into this world, you go, oh, look at a pretty color. Out of curiosity, you're gonna go check out the red, purple, green, orange colors, and you're gonna lick them. Yummy. And there you go. You're not gonna go lick a fucking plant that don't taste like shit. You know? It might be something there like a mint leaf or some type of smell that we were once accustomed to, you know, like a lemon balm leaf or, you know, something like that we smell and we're like, because we know our smell's been destroyed. A lot of people don't know our nose hairs actually send signals to our brain so we can help smell. You know, we got hairs inside of our stomach that send signals to the rest of our body, and a lot of people's stomach hairs are all burnt off from the shit we eat. Therefore, they can't process certain fucking information. And then you know why they push beer and high acids and all this shit. And you see pot belly, beer bellies. Well, guess what? They done fucked their stomach up so bad that body does not know where to send that information, and therefore it sits in that part of the human body. Without being scientific and coming up with the names, that's what the fuck's going on. You know, I just break it down very simple. You know, you have fibers in your stomach that send signals to your brain. This is why the pill is targeted to the stomach. You can take a pill for fucking mental shit, and where you're swallowing, you're not injecting it in your fucking brain, you're taking it by mouth and swallowing that shit 3-4 times a day, whatever it is, and it's going into your stomach. Well, how the fuck's it get to your brain? Think about it. Information, sending signals, you know? So a lot of people's hairs and fibers in their stomach are fucking singed off. You know, that you have all this shit in your intestines are all burnt off. You know? And you know why they put shit in the food to target your mind. Because they know, all right, well, we know that we can make them like this and want that. And then through the TV they can send an image to your brain and it triggers what they done put in your stomach and program. Next thing you know, your ass is watching a game and you hungry for pizza and wings and beer and pop, and you're like, fuck, I'm hungry. Well, guess what they done did? They've been doing that at the movies for years. Before the movie start, they play all the goddamn snow cap chocolate and buttery popcorn, because that shit triggers your brain and you smell it. You're like, fuck that. I don't care if it's $10 a bucket. I'm going to get that shit. You know? Same reason why Burger King pumps that fucking Whopper smell out the fucking out the roof, so you can smell it and drift your way over, guys. We've been played for a long time, man. You know, we've been played for a very long time, guys. So yeah, man, shout out. Like I said, this is dedicated to my brother, Outlaw X. You know, if his family sees this, man, he was a good brother. We never seen his face, but we knew who he was in the comments. You know, always sharing everything, always on my streams. You know, this is why we got to come together, man. We're family in more ways than one. Family is frequency. You know, family is frequency. Check out this message from Linda. You know, teaching me about scraping. Like, I'm learning a lot of shit about the body, man. Shit that I never know. You know, about scraping and, you know, all these different natural Chinese fucking, you know, things that, man, we don't even know about that. You know, these people, you know, it's crazy, man. Like, it's really an eye-opener, you know, and I've been working a lot on that. You know, she's been teaching me a lot. Shout out to Linda, teaching me a lot, man. Like, it's amazing, man. And then showing me, like, I mean, in Taiwan, like, it's a culture shock for me. And it's a culture shock for her to see America the way it is, and the people, she don't understand it, you know? And she's, you know, she knows a lot of people in Taiwan, and that's a country, a big country, and there's no fat Taiwanese women in Taiwan at all. None. Maybe when they're past like 60, 70, might be a few, but there's not one fat person there. And the men that are fat might be older, or they're beer drinkers, you know, because they stuck with the old Chinese tradition of medicine. They don't even know what the fuck Advil is, Tylenol is, aspirin. They don't know nothing about prescription drugs or none of that shit. You know, they use natural medicine 100%. Even the food they eat is herbs and shit, you know. I'm learning mad shit. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I didn't know this is why you guys eat this and that and this. It's crazy. And it's an eye-opener, and I can't wait to share a lot of the shit, you know. And, you know, they don't believe in taking anything for a fever. If they do get a fever, it's like, wow. It's an eye-opener, man. It's truly amazing. And it's more of the Chinese medicine that, you know, I didn't know about. You know, I learned a lot about Chinese medicine, but it's a whole nother side that I gotta learn, and I'm learning. And this is like ancient. This is like goes back to the dawns of man, you know, some of this stuff. And how they look so young at, 60 years old. And I'm like, how old are they? Looking like they're 20s and shit. You know, people in their 20s looking like they're freaking teenagers. It's crazy. No gray hair. It's like, then I start to think, where the fuck the gray hair coming from? Where does all our gray hair come from? And these people don't got gray hair. They up in their 40s and 50s, no gray hair. How is that even possible? You know? It makes me wonder, is it the actual environment that we're in? Like, I don't know. It's crazy. And then we kind of like bump heads on Chinese. She says Chinese people are built different. And I'm like, no, they're not. We're all humans. And I'm starting to think, well, maybe certain races are built different. You know? But, dressed up for like 90 days. You know, shit, Americans have a baby, they outside in 4 days. You know? So it's like this mad different, and it's really a culture shock. It's like, wow, it got me like analyzing things a lot more, you know? Yeah. But yeah, them people are healthy in Taiwan. China, no, they're not. And when you go into a Chinese store, because we shop at the Asian markets here, and you look at Chinese stuff, she goes straight for the Taiwan shit from Taiwan. And I'm like, and I read the labels on every damn thing, and I'm like, damn, Chinese shit is unhealthy. But you look at shit from Taiwan, it don't even have no ingredients in it compared to like China. And I'm like, damn. It'd be like the same noodle, but Chinese shit got mad shit in it. Here we go. The Taiwan shit don't got nothing in it. And I'm like, damn. And they don't use certain chemicals even that China uses. Because China, you know, they blow up fucking mountains and shit to build cities that nobody live in it. You know, whatever that entity is that's in control of that shit. You know, which has steered away from the original, you know, Chinese culture. So, you know, I'm learning a lot about, you know, it's crazy, but it's an eye opener, and it actually rounds off a lot of, you know, shit to learn, you know. So, you know, I like to share that information, but I never knew. You guys see PK Truth 4 posted a video on it? No, I didn't see it. I gotta check it out, Cuts. So yeah, guys, just kind of, I guess this is more talking about food and health than anything. But we got to get our bodies right, cleanse, detox. Hopefully, I'll have some things set up if people want to try. You know, for different ailments and shit like that. You know, it's something I've always been into. I've been doing it for a long time. But it's kind of like, you know, share this shit with you guys. And if it appeals to somebody, it appeals to somebody. But it'll have a lot of knowledge behind it, a lot of information. And, you know, y'all seen me make videos before, me making tea. And this shit is worth its weight in gold, man. I'm telling you, your body, it's crazy. Especially when you pay attention. Like, we pay attention to everything on the outside, but we don't pay attention to things on the inside. You know? And that's one thing that we definitely got to do, is pay attention to what's on the inside of us. So, and then a lot of other things too is sleep. Like, we don't even sleep right, guys. You know, I can go into hours on just sleep alone. We don't sleep right, you know. In order to get that melatonin to drip so we can sleep and cleanse, you know, you gotta, you know, what it is the as above, so below tells us how we should sleep. You know how nature hibernates in the winter? Well, guess what, guys? When the winter comes, we're technically supposed to be asleep an hour and a half after sunset. We're supposed to be in night land, all right? Because everything in nature does what it does, except the human being. You know, the human being is off balance, and sleep is one of them, all right? We're supposed to be asleep an hour and a half after sunset, all the way around 360, even in the summer. You know, and that actually, if you calculate it, gives you the right amount of sleep you're supposed to take, because your body goes through cycles, circadian rhythm, all this shit. It goes through cycles as it sleeps. It cleanses, it heals, it fixes. You That's why you can go to sleep with a pain, wake up, it ain't there. Because your body is actually repairing itself. And through sleep, it helps repair because your body shuts off all of its functions except for the things that function that we don't operate. You know what I'm saying? They operate all day long, so they need to shut off. It's kind of like your phone. It needs an update at night. You need an update. So how you plug in is you go to bed, all right, and you actually leave your body, whether anybody wants to believe that or not. You leave that body, all right. You come back when you wake up. Your melatonin, all right, works in cycles. Every hour and a half, you actually wake up. Some people don't remember waking up. Some people toss and turn, but that's your cycle. Boom, every hour and a half you wake up. That's why some hour and a half you wake up the same time every night, take a piss. Well, what happened? Well, your body just cleaned out its livers, kidneys and all that shit. If you got a shit at night, you're in bad shape. If anybody's sleeping and wake up and have to take a shit, you got some problems. Nobody should be. A human being is not supposed to shit. Take a dump at night, all right? If you do, you're in bad shape. Your body's got way too much toxins in it. You're shitting while your body's cleaning. That ain't good. You're not supposed to shit at nighttime. For one, it takes a lot of work for your body to shit at night. You shit at night, there's something wrong with you. You need to fix it. But your body's supposed to wake up every hour and a half because that's the cycles it goes through. All right? And some people can't do it. One of the reasons why is your body actually, I can't even do this, but it's the best, when you try it, it's the best sleep you ever get. You're supposed to sleep in total darkness. Not even a glimmer of light is supposed to be on. This is why the ancients slept in tombs and shit like that. They were in total darkness. All right? Some people put shit over their eyes, shit like that. But it don't work like that, guys, because your windows, your whole entire body is supposed to be cut off from light. All right? And, this is why they slept in tombs and shit. Your body's supposed to be in complete darkness. And, for it to work, your melatonin to release, for it to be in proper order, I don't even do all that. There'll be a light on. I fall asleep with a TV on, watching YouTube or something. I got my little rock lights, shit like that. But the true sleep is when total darkness over your whole body. Because it'll release the melatonin. You'll sleep. If you can't sleep, that means you're not turning that function on. Whether it's caffeine, whether it's your mind racing, all that shit is supposed to shut down like a computer shuts down. It's software, And this is what, it just is what it is, It's just like light. We're supposed to be getting light. This is why I always like to be out and about. Take walks. There's people that don't even go out, that don't get no light, especially in the winter. They go to work, they're inside all day, they get out, they go in their car, they go home. Guess what? Your body didn't get no goddamn light. You think you're gonna be healthy? That's why there's so many people that are sick. You're supposed to get light no matter what. There's plants that do grow in the winter with light. There are plants. Your body, you're a walking plant. You need light all the time. You're a light being, you're an energy being. So you need light. People are going to go outside. Oh, I'm going outside. You're supposed to be, we're supposed to be rained on. Yeah, you could say the rain is toxic or whatever. I get it. But is it really toxic? Test it, whatever. But I'll tell you, I've taken some rain, downpours, been caught in downpours. I'll tell you, I feel great after a downpour falls on my ass. I feel amazing. I've actually been in Florida in a hot tub, and it had a torrential downpour. The rain was hitting so hard, the shit was hurting, but we just stayed in the hot tub. It felt so refreshing and so good, But we're supposed to get the elements of nature for our bodies to be operating at the right way it's supposed to. That's why all these things are important at playing. It's not just what you eat, it's your environment, it's where you're at, it's a lot of things. This is why people that try to go all natural fail. Well, for one, look where you're doing it at. Also, who you're around. You could be around energy suckers, people who just drain your fucking energy. And that's obviously, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about food, but that's also a form of food. Who you're around, because you're gonna absorb their energy. And then believe me, that's the worst form of your body not functioning right. It's being around fucked up energy, fucked up people. You're gonna be drained. You're going to be sick. You're going to be toxified. You're around fucked up people. Oh my God, look out. They're going to drain you out. They will bring you down. All that person that's always down and out, they're going to bring your ass down, big time. So a lot of these things, guys, come into play, man. And these are things that we got to think about, remove ourselves and put ourselves in a better position, So, yeah, sorry guys, I'm not reading the comments. I'm kind of just freestyling it, going off the top of the head. And so definitely some things coming, guys, and we just gotta prepare, man. And tribe up. Remember, there's a reason why they want us all divided, guys. All we gotta look at is what the fuck they're doing. Division. They want us apart. They want us away from everybody. In the house, 6 feet apart, wearing a diaper. What does that tell you, guys? That means they want us away from each other because we are the greatest source of power. And if we come together, that's a power like none other, guys. That's a power like none other. And that's why they do what they do, guys. Shit, just news story today. Fucking 16 different genders they done found. Oh God, the Rainbow Club can't wait to figure out what new gender they could possibly be. Disgusting. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about anybody who's like a man, like a woman. I don't care, but this agenda, you're caught in a fucking agenda. And because they know that we're at a spiritual warfare, and masculine and feminine energy is the power, So they manipulate it and use it, and it embodies a man and a woman, and that's at opposite polarities. And guess what? They become a tool, easy to control, easy to use. They know this shit, man. So it's crazy, man. It really is crazy, guys. But anyway, shout out to all you guys. Right, Angel? And then you got to look at, I've tried to dabble into the rain, and what I gather from it is with the oxygen, the atmosphere, the temperatures, the rain, it kind of more moves the toxins and absorb it, because of the way it falls and all this other shit. Whether it's formed by chemicals, and that's a different story, because the plants wouldn't prosper, shit like that. It would be a lot more contaminated. I think it's more of whatever these planes shooting out is what lands, because you can see this on the leaves. You'll see like how the leaves are, you'll see how the leaves have this shit that looks like, damn, like something sprayed something on the fucking leaves. Why are the leaves, got this spots all on them in this spots? So, I don't know. I don't know about the rain. And people use rainwater all the time. So there's a lot of permaculture communities that use rainwater, and they doing all right. Plants growing like a motherfucker. So I don't know. They're just into this culture. They know about chemtrails and all this other shit, but I don't hear them, saying, "Oh, we're not fucking with the rain." So I'm getting low. Sorry about that. So, but yeah, man. So I think I've rambled on enough. Again, man. Time to come together. Then time to come together. The energy gonna increase when we get together on 9/11. Hopefully, I just got a feeling there's gonna be some disruptors, but it's just because the energy's so good. But hopefully, the energy's so powerful that it just won't work. But plus those people, they're scared to come out. They're really scared, and they're easy to spot out some bullshit. We just say, look, we all came together, we agree, we ain't feeling you, man. It just is what it is. We love everybody, but you just got some fucked up energy, and we all just got to come together. Like, look, man, does it seem right? We all can agree without any hurt thinking, then that's what it is. Only way we could do it, man. It's a different kind of war. We got to do, how they have metal detectors and x-ray machines for weapons? Well, it's a spiritual war, so, we got to screen for weapons, It's the mental weapon. Are these people here to disrupt and destroy and break apart? That's the only thing we can do. So, but all right, y'all. That's all I got for now, and I'll be back on later. Right, cuts. I don't know. That here, yeah, not really feeling that at all. That's nah. I don't feel that one. You work for the UN and you're coming from Canada. You're coming to 9/11 to hang out with some brothers and sisters that about truth and understanding. Like, well, and then it's about something reproductive shit. Like, nah, I'm out on that one. You can come along with us, but we ain't coming along with you. How about that? You're not directing anything towards anything. Sorry. Anywhere you say go, I'm out. That ain't happening. It just is what it is. Just way too confident, way too much information, had all the answers. First time calling, not shy, not scared. I don't know. We got a right. They got a right to I got a right to be suspicious, especially in this day and age. Point me to your social media. Are you dropping some truth nuggets where you go? You working in a place where we need to drop some truth nuggets. I know goddamn well, but hell no. An NGO, a non-governmental organization, you know what that says? That is a governmental organization funded by the government. Are you going to go back and share your experience with all your UN peoples? No, I'm not buying that with a 10-foot pole. And then you're so confident and this and that, and then bust out some tears. Nope, don't work with me. I don't do tears, especially in this game. You know, we supposed to be strong and solid. You've been rocking out with us this time. You about to drop some tears? Nah, that's the rainbow shit. I've seen that before. They could drop tears at any given moment. You know, I don't rock out with that. So, I'm out on that one. I was going to call in and going deep to some questions, but nah, Zach gives people a chance. Me, I you know, I'll give a person a chance, but we gotta go through the hot seat first. But Zach gives people a chance, which shout out to him. But you know, it is what it is. But all right, y'all, I gotta get my day on. Look like it's about to rain. But peace and love, everybody.